Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today we're going to be doing a pastel beginning demonstration and tutorial. And all this is meant to do is build creator confidence. And once you start building confidence, you get more motivated and you want to practice more, and practicing more is what makes a great artist. So here I have two different pieces of paper. I have Arches 300 gram watercolor cold press. And with the groove and the tooth of this paper, you can do a little bit more layering. And the paper on the right is the Strathmore Tone Tan 400 series. This is the 118 gram. This is not the mixed media paper. This is just the drawing paper. So this is very smooth. You can practice pastels on any paper you want to. And from there you can see what you like and maybe don't like. So what we're going to do with this paper right here is we're going to do sort of a negative space sky illustration. And we are going to treat this paper, because it is white, we're going to use that to our advantage, and we're going to call this a cloud. Now think of this entire page as a cloud, and what we're going to do is we're going to build the sky and the edges around it so we can see that cloud. Now I am taking a darker blue, and I am just going to go in and I am going to create my sky around this cloud that I want you to see. And that is all I am doing, and I am just sort of smearing this out and rubbing this in with my finger, and it can be done with tons of different materials. Could be used for blending sponges, makeup sponges. I'm going to go in with a lighter blue, and I'm going to add a little bit of depth inside my sky, and I want to add eventually a little depth inside my cloud, but let's build up the sky a little bit more. And I have a softer blue, so I'm using 3 different blues for this one to sort of create depth and different value and shade range within my sky around this big beautiful cloud. And I have, because I've been using my finger to blend, I have pastel on my finger. And I apologize, we have really, really loud cars where I live. We have some different car laws in our city in the United States than larger cities. So you are allowed to drive really old cars, and people like doing that. And I am just blending sort of a horizon with getting darker and darker with the tints. And this is the bottom edge of my cloud. And this is just, we're just practicing. We're trying to figure out what we enjoy, what style, what edge, what blending techniques, what blending supplies we prefer, what look we prefer. Maybe our cloud is layered and the one behind it is a little bit darker. We're just making a cloud, and that's my cats. This is going to be the loudest included tutorial you've ever heard, because everybody seems to want to get involved. And there could be a cloud in the front. And you're just experimenting with layering and color and how to use sort of the white paper to your advantage. Now, a lot of people like colored substrates for pastels, and that's fine. But if you're using white paper, use it to your advantage. Maybe you are doing a polar bear, and then all you have to do for the polar bear are the shadows of the bear, to denote the different arms and legs. And maybe within those shadows could be pale lavender, and the snowbanks could be white. You could do winter scenes that highlight white paper. So in using white paper, not all is lost. I feel like there's a great value to using white paper. That can be really, really great. Now for a colored substrate, I'm just going to do the clouds in color. So I'm going to kind of do, let's do some sunset here. And I apologize, I didn't get a bunch of these little sheets off. We can do a beautiful sort of sunset sky. Let's add some more orange to that. And you're going to practice blending and merging colors. This is the very beginning of pastel work, is figuring out how you layer, how you blend, color combinations, what subject matter are you even interested in when you go to create. Are you interested in landscapes and clouds? Are you interested in portraits and people? Are you interested in zoology, animals? Are you interested more in a little bit of botany? What is your subject matter that you are interested in? And you want to layer, you want to have all the value range. So you want to have your darks, your middle range, and some lights. So here will be the top of my sky. And then we'll get some really, really light values in here. And blend those out real soft to look at our sunset with all its unusual sort of, maybe it has tiny clouds as it breaks down below. And those will have a highlight on the bottom, let's say. And with a colored paper, you can have dark darks and light lights because the paper covers the middle range, the middle value. So here would be some sunsets, some clouds, and then if you wanted to go in with, say, a pen or a pastel pencil or something like that, you can draw, you know, little birds. Maybe these birds are living their best life and they're flying in the sky. If you don't own pastel pencils, something you can do is you can take a fine tip brush, you can dip it in water, wet the pastel. I don't have any water on me, and then you can paint with that directly. It's going to be paler, but it also works for creating. Let me get a jar real quick and show you. All right, sorry about that. You can, with a detail brush even smaller and finer than this one, you can go in and you can draw fine tip. So if your watercolor is big and chunky and you want to practice a little bit finer details, you can always take a brush and you can take water and you can go back in and add it this way with water and the smallest detail brush you prefer to use. I hope this video helps. Pastels are all about experimentation and practice. I hope that if you want different ideas, you can just go on your favorite search engine and type in clouds or sunset or sky and experiment with some of the imagery that you find. I hope this helps. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.